guys, I hope you can hear me okay. I'm outside, as you can see. I'm in my backyard. And I came outside because nature helps to relax me, and I love being outside. I live in Florida, so most of you guys know that. It's pretty hot here. So when the weather gets nice, I like to spend as much time outside as I can. I wanted to welcome you to hashtag Gratitude Journal. And this is a collaboration with myself, Lilo Crafts, Karamia's Corner, and Susan's Heartstrings. And we're doing this together, and each one of us is doing it in our own unique, special way, and just bringing that to you and inviting you to journal along as well. It's a great time of year to work on gratitude journaling. It's always a great time of year to work on gratitude journaling, but I think sometimes some people have a hard time with the holidays, so it might be a useful tool for you to not be maybe focused on something perhaps that might have impacted you negatively in the past. Or sometimes we're just overwhelmed by this time of year because it gets to be so busy, and we can lose sight of the things that we are grateful for and that help calm us and bring us joy. And there are the obvious things that bring us joy, but sometimes it might be a good time to get in touch with the things that aren't as obvious, right? And so I wanted to follow up with you about my last week's journal session. I had talked about my kids and how they're growing up and how I'm so grateful that they are growing up. They are branching out on their own and all of that. But I also admitted that I am struggling with the fact that they are growing up. And Brandon is not living at home anymore. And I think it just, it's hard. It's hard for me, and I know it's hard for many of you parents out there that have gone through a similar thing. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate all of you who commented on my video and gave me words of encouragement and words of yes, I went through it too, but you're going to get through it and you're going to be okay. It seems like with anything that we go through that's sort of emotional, we have our roller coasters. We have times when we feel great and just doing our thing, and then we have times when we're just for some reason feeling it more, and we're feeling the heaviness of it. It's okay to be grateful about something and be sad about that very same thing. We don't have to be one emotion all the time. It's okay to have all the emotions about something. And that's something I wanted to share with you guys, is that just let's give ourselves permission to have all the emotions. Yeah, I'm excited for Brandon, and yeah, I'm sad. There it is, I'm happy for him, and yeah, it's hard for me, And I don't want to get into that too much because it's going to make me cry, and I don't really want to do that because that was last week, and I want to get into this week. So I'm outside, as mentioned, and I have my adorable little journal that I worked in last week, and I thought I'm going to do all of my gratitude journaling in this sweet little thing. I'm going to mention again, this was given to me by my friend Pam Van E, and thank you, Pam, for this beautiful little journal. This little journal, this is going to sound so silly, but it's making me feel safe. It's helping me feel safe because it's not too big, so I can hold this in my hand and not feel overwhelmed, right? And I know that probably sounds really weird, but that's just how I'm feeling right now. And something that some of you that have known me for a while, something that you know about me is that I'm an honest person. And when I share my feelings, I am honest and open about them. I try not to be, I try not to say things that might trigger someone, because I've had some events in my life that if I talk really openly about it, they will trigger people. And I try not to do that, but I try to express it in such a way that, you know, it comes across, but it's not necessarily triggery. So anyway, I don't even know why I brought that up. I can't even remember. I'm just overwhelmed by emotion. Maybe that's why I brought it up. But at any rate, this little journal makes me feel safe. And so I'm just sharing that because it might sound silly, but it's real to me right now in this moment. And if you're here watching and spending time with me, then that's important for you to know, right? Because I'm sharing myself with you. Okay, so the only other time I've really shared in-depth stuff was when I would collage. You guys remember when and I might get back into some collage because it is very therapeutic for me. It's a great way for me to express experiences, what I'm going through, how I'm feeling. And sometimes things I'm just collaging, and sometimes things just come up, and I think I'm collaging, you know, a certain way for a certain reason, and all of a sudden I realize it was actually about something else. But at any rate, in the end, it ends up being a really positive experience. But we are not here to talk about that. We are here to talk about gratitude journaling, and if you want to join along, please do. We're all doing it in our own way, and so just, you know, check out each one of the collaborators. So that you can see that there's no right or wrong way to gratitude journal, okay? I want you guys to know that there's no right or wrong way. You do it in a way that works for you, and that's really what's important. All right, so I'm gonna open up our sweet little journal here, and I had made a list last week, and so let's pick something. I'm going to pick something that I want to perhaps journal about today. And I have something on my mind, but I really want to see if that's, you know, I want to really be in touch with it. That's what this 4 weeks is for me, is sharing with you guys sort of an in-depth gratitude journaling and kind of picking maybe one subject matter and working on that. So last week I wrote on my cute little tag, and it says, I am grateful for God, my family, my health, my friends, nature, sunshine, shade. And then I ran out of room, and I wrote on my first little page, and it says, birds, flowers, my home, stability, the beach, freedom, Andrew's health. And then I'm gonna add safety on here too, because that is definitely something that I feel safe. And I'm extremely grateful for that, because that has not always been the case in my life. So that is definitely something that I want on there. That's the great thing about having a little journal. You can add things. You can journal in secret and cover things if you feel the need to do that. Journaling is just, it's a wonderful therapeutic thing to do. So I was thinking about journaling about Andrew's health, and I want to talk to you guys about that for a couple of minutes before I get into the journaling part. Andrew's my oldest, and he has Down syndrome. He also has Wolff-Parkinson's White. He also has Hirschsprung's disease, as well as several other health issues. And most of you, if you've spent any time on my channel, you've seen Andrew, and sorry, there's a truck going by behind me. I have a high school behind my house, and sometimes there's activity over there. So anyway, most of you have met Andrew, and but I wanted to share with you that I am thankful for his health. So even though he has issues, he has been relatively healthy recently, and I am so grateful for that. We've had a lot of times when Andrew was not healthy. Maybe he's been in the hospital several times for several different reasons. When he was born, he didn't even come home for 3 weeks because he had the Hirschsprung's disease. And when we brought him home, he had his heart monitor, and he had a colostomy that had to be put on. And then at 8 months, he had his first surgery. and to reverse the colostomy. He's had ablation for the heart, where the Wolff Parkinson's White was creating too many electrical patterns and it could cause problems. And then they did the ablation, then they found out that he had another one still, but it's in the AV node, so they can't do another ablation there, it's too dangerous. So it's not bothering him though, right now, and that's what we have to be grateful for. So I am very grateful for that. And I mentioned last week that frequently and I think happens in life, it's not me, it's nothing special to me, but gratitude is a wonderful thing to help counteract the things that bring you sadness or sorrow or stress or whatever the not so positive emotion is. And with Andrew, I feel always a level of stress because I know that at any second something could happen with him, and as it has frequently in the past, and you're just having your day and then suddenly you're racing off to the hospital for one reason or another. And so I live with that stress in my life every single day, and I live with that fear in my life every single day. So I try to focus every single day on the fact that, okay, today he's doing good. Yesterday he did great. We had a great day. You know, we just had a nice, normal day. And that's the gratitude that I want to write about today. All right, friends, I want to share my journal entry for today. I'm incredibly grateful for the good health that Andrew has been in for some time now. Though I have a certain level of fear and anxiety on a daily basis, I will continue to drown that out with gratitude for his smile, his abilities, and enjoying the time I have with him each day. Today, I also want to share that I'm grateful to spend time outside with nature, spending time with the birds and the breeze, and I hope maybe you can hear some of the birds and maybe you can hear some of the breeze. Also, my daughter Amanda gave me a fun thermal cup, and I'm thankful to have such a loving and thoughtful daughter. And here is the thermal cup that she got for me, and it's so cute. It says Florida right here, then it says the Sunshine State, and then orange blossom, and you can see there's a flamingo right here. We have an alligator. There's key lime pie, which is so yummy. And we have, let's see, like an old-fashioned 50s diner. There's some oranges. There's another flamingo. That's the Florida State flag. We got a palm tree. I love the chair and the umbrella. I am famous for bringing two things with me almost wherever I go. One is a cooler and one is an umbrella. Not for the rain, but for the sun. So this is just such a fun and thoughtful gift that she brought to me, and I'm thankful for that as well. So friends, if you want to join in, please do. Just use the hashtag gratitude journal. You'll notice that that's a hashtag that's been used before, and that's perfectly fine. If you want to use, you can use that in your video, and if you want to search it, you can pop that in the search bar, and then you can go up to where it says filters, and you can choose, it'll say like this hour, it'll say today, this week, this month, this year, so on and so forth. So if you're looking for current, gratitude journaling, then you can click this week or today or whatever it is. So anyway, friends, thank you so much for joining me and spending time with me. Thanks for watching. See you soon.